Go a mile and an eighth for $800,000. Once again, here's Robert Geller.
Now Classical Slew moves up. Nacho Friend almost right. Now the favorite Conveyance about to be asked to come up. Meantime, Fog Alert is set. Prohibitive odds here. Conveyance, a very short price for this year's Sunland Derby, the Grade 3. McKenna's Justice, Guilt by Association goes in, tempted to tap it. Last to join, stand by for a start in the Sunland Derby. Grade 3 Sunland Derby field waits for tempted to tap it. All in, locked up. Away and racing, and a great start for Conveyance, straight to the lead. Race favourite Ping the Best near the inside from Nacho Friend. Endorsement going up on the outside to go to second. Tempted to tap it, coming forward now on the extreme outside, and behind them is Classical Slew. Two away, Storming Saint, third last. Then McKenna's Justice, Fog Alert, and on the outside, Guilt by Association. But what a beautiful run down the stretch, the first time for Conveyance. And Martin Garcia has Conveyance just where he wants him. Out in front, loping along with the ears prick, doing it beautifully by a length. In second placing is Endorsement. Nacho Friend stays handy on the inside with Tempted to Tap It. And the Shippers got away there by 4 lengths to Classical Slew. Storming Saint is on the inside, then Guilt by Association, Fog Alert second last, and the trailer is McKenna's Justice. Well, there really hasn't been much pressure here, and Conveyance lobbing along still inside the 5 furlongs, a length and a half to Endorsement. Now Tempted to Tap It starts to edge forward as they come after this leader just a little bit. Nacho Friend lost a touch of ground there, a length away. 3 to Storming Saint. McKenna's Justice got up on the inside. In behind those runners is Fog Alert, and dropping to the tail, Classical Slew, and last Guilt by Association. But things have gone beautifully in front, and Conveyance led the way. Conveyance by 3/4. Endorsement lays down the challenge, a length and a half. Tempted to Tap It. Hard ridden Nacho Friend stays with them. Now coming strongly Endorsement, and for the first time Conveyance asked to find more. Conveyance on the inside, and Endorsement come for the lane, and it's Endorsement going pretty well. Endorsement on the outside just in front of Conveyance, and has gone to the front. Endorsement led down the lane. Endorsement a neck. Conveyance has to find more on the inside. They're well clear. Then Tempted to Tap It. Endorsement on the outside, a neck in front. They race to the 16th pole, and Endorsement is the new kid on the block. Endorsement coming right away. This is a mighty win in the Sunland Derby. An Endorsement for Windstar Farms by 3 lengths to Conveyance. Third Tempted to Tap It, and up on the inside, Fog Alert was fourth.
So what's an endorsement worth? In this case, it's $400,000 in graded earnings and odds of 11 to 1 for the believers. Conveyance earns $176,000 for second, and it's the 6th time Bob Baffert has been runner-up in this race. Tempted to Tap It banks $96 grand for third. Jockey Robbie Alvarado makes his first trip to Sunland Park a rousing success. It's a career highlight for trainer Shannon Ritter and a great homecoming for Windstar Farm co-owner Bill Kasner, a native of El Paso. Endorsement returned a solid $25.40 and combined with the favorite Conveyance for the dollar exacta of $35.70. Despite his defeat, Conveyance has more than enough graded earnings for the Kentucky Derby. The running time was a stakes record 1 minute 48.46 seconds. Here with the winners of the Sunland Derby, owner Bill Kasner of Windstar Farm, jockey Robbie Alvarado. When you turned for home, it looked like you had a lot of horse.
Yes, it sure felt like I did. I got to the favorite kind of with ease, and then he just kind of prevailed and galloped on home nice. Very nice horse.
You were positioned down the backside where you could see what was happening. Were you always comfortable?
Yes, he broke really sharp. He was forwardly placed around the first turn, very content in his position. Someone ranged up in the middle of the backside, and he kind of jumped in the bride with me, so I didn't want to discourage him any, so I said it was time to go now.
How far do you think he'll run?
Oh, me and Mr. Kasner was talking earlier. He's got that APN on the mama side, so that's very, very encouraging.
Well, congratulations, Robbie, on winning the Sunland Derby. Bill Kasner, you have been racing here. You started here, I'm not even going to say how many years ago. Did you ever think you'd win a race like this at Sunland Park?
Never dreamed it. Of course, you're always hopeful. You know, hope springs eternal in this game, but you know, I came on the racetrack here when I was 15 years old in 1963, and at that time, purses were a big purse was $1,000. That was $600 to the winner, and this is pretty amazing.
You've had horses in practically every big Derby prep going this year. Is this a surprise to you?
You know, this was the race that we thought this horse could run. You know, this horse is by Distorted Humor out of an AP Indy mare, and he's really, you know, a lot of times it takes horses a little while to develop. And this horse has really been given all of the indicators that he had this race in him. And the one thing about the Distorted Humors is they have grit. And you know, at the quarter pole, Robbie had he never moved on this horse yet, and the other boy was scrubbing on his horse. And I said, we're in great shape. So I tell you what, this horse, I think he moved right up there with Rule and Super Saver.
On to Kentucky?
Absolutely.
And your trainer, Shannon Ritter. Come here, Shannon. We have to get you in on this. Biggest win of your career.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Now, you get on him yourself, as you did Victory Gallop when you used to work for Elliott Walden. Did he give you indication he had this kind of race in him?
Yeah, he's really been improving since his win at Oaklawn, and his last work was just amazing. So I was real happy with the way he's coming into the race.
Congratulations. Good luck down the road. Bill Kasner and Windstar Farm sponsored this Derby for a long time. He just got quite a bit of his money back.
So the graded stakes era at Sunland Park is off to a rousing start with a record day for attendance and handle and at least one prime contender for the Kentucky Derby. And a glorious afternoon for Bill and Susan Kasner, Shannon Ritter, and Robbie Alvarado, who, along with Endorsement, are now a part of Sunland Park history.